Hello and welcome everyone who's listening to us on Radio Haya. With you tonight, Ammar Shershira from All English All the Time podcast, which you're listening to every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. Our podcast, as I told you last Wednesday, is all about English language. We will be talking about the most common mistakes that a lot of people do and how to overcome these mistakes. Then we have a certain topic that we will discuss together. The last time we talked about dreams and how to achieve them. Tonight we will keep talking about dreams, how to stay motivated and how to plan for your dream. Finally, we either have conversations with our guests or we have a recorded audio from our fans. Before I tell you a little bit details about today's episodes, I want to mention that if you are among those who are a little bit nervous in mind about listening to English or the English language as a songs or as a music to your ears, you're going to have a lot of fun and you're going to get a lot of benefit out of the episode. So today's episode is gonna be divided into 3 parts. The first part we have a conversation with our guest محمد العسيلي, and he is an English instructor from New Horizons company. Then we will be discussing how to achieve your dreams, how to plan it, and how to stay motivated all the time till you reach your goal. Finally, we have a recorded audio from Dr. Muhammad Fayoumi. He's going to tell us his certification, his domain, his current position and his career path, and he's going to talk about his dream and what did he achieve till now. So, before we move on to the first part of the episode, I'm waiting for all your comments on our fan page on Facebook/Radio Haya. Tell us about your dreams, tell us about your goals, what do you want to achieve in your lives, and tell us about the most common mistakes in the language that you do or you hear most of the time. So I'm waiting for all your comments on our fan page on Facebook/Radio Haya or on Twitter or Radio Haya or using our hashtag All English All the Time. Don't go away.
علي بيجهز نفسه عشان عنده انترفيو مهم في شركة كبيرة.
Introduce yourself. My name is Ali and I'm 23 years old and from University of Commerce. What? Are you kidding me? Kidding me, I speak London very best.
بس علي ما يقاسش وقرر انه يروح نيو هورايزونز ياخد انجلش كورسز ويطور نفسه في البيزنس سكيلز ورجع للانترفيو تاني.
Introduce yourself. I am Ali. I'm 23 years old. I graduated from Faculty of Commerce 2011. I love cooking, playing football, traveling.
مع نيو هورايزونز تقدر تتكلم انجلش كويس وتطور البيزنس سكيلز بتاعتك وتشتغل في شركة كبيرة. نيو هورايزونز شارع جهان أمام الدفاع المدني.
With you again, Ammar Shershira from All English All the Time podcast, which you're listening to every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. Our first part of the episode, we're going to have a conversation with Muhammad Al-Asili. He's with me in the studio. Hi, Asili.
Hello, Amar. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Welcome to all the people who listen to us.
Yeah, we're going to discuss 3 topics, Asili. The first one is actually, I had this conversation with a friend of mine about having an accent.
Yeah.
If anyone who's trying to speak English or to learn English as a second language, for example, a German person, Italian or a French person,
Yeah.
and if he went to an English-speaking country and some of the mother languages people told him that you have an accent.
Yeah.
What does having an accent means if anyone told him this statement?
Look, actually, most people who try to speak in English or learn English, they don't understand this point. That English here, for me, while I'm learning this language, is the second language, not
Yeah.
my mother tongue. It's not my mother language. It's not my first language. Okay?
Yes.
So, I already have an accent. I have a specific accent. I'm not gonna speak like the American people. I'm not gonna speak like the Canadian people, the British people,
Yeah.
and so on. So, to say that I'm good in English and stuff like that, I shouldn't be professional in pronunciation or to say each word in perfect way.
Yeah.
I might say it in different way and like different somehow from the others. But already, because it's my second language, I don't have like
You don't need to be a native speaker. For example, I'm trying to learn the language, but I don't have to be a native speaker.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to be as fluent as possible.
Exactly. I'm trying to be, as close as
Yeah.
possible
Yeah.
to the right pronunciation, for example. Okay?
Yeah.
So, the expression that when someone tells you that you have an accent, that means, okay, you don't have the right accent, but you have a specific accent. Like if you go around the world and you listen to Italian or German people, as you said, Indian, Swedish, people from around the world, however the nationality,
Yeah.
you will find some different accents while they are speaking English. So it's not a problem for us. It's the second language, simply.
Yeah, of course. But here in Egypt, I see most of the people who's trying to learn the language. Why most of the people, if they heard someone saying any word in English or any sentence, and if he find this person saying it wrong, he's going to laugh at him and tell him, what are you saying? Why you're saying that? Alright, so is it because we are seeking perfection? We are seeking perfection, so we want to speak fluently.
Well, I see it at my point of view that, I see just two possibilities for this. Number one, we're trying to, try to not respect each other's. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Or we don't get used to respect the differences between
Yeah.
each others. Or normally, Egyptian people have obsession or have like crazy point with all those things that we don't know more about.
Yeah.
So when you're going to sarcasm while I'm speaking and you told me this is bad English, okay, 99% you don't know even my bad English.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah, of
can't
course.
speak like me,
Yeah.
but you're just laughing. You're just making as a joke, just to laugh, just to show yourself as.
Yeah, why these people don't just care about themselves, try to improve themselves, not to like accusing other people about their weakness points.
They see sarcasm easier, I think.
Yeah. So the second thing we want to be clear to fluently, so we will talk about some of the words that we pronounce wrong here in Egypt, like the word, for example, we discussed last time the TH sound and these stuff like 1, 2, 3. It's not 3. You have to pronounce these words correctly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like 3, and the word world, we say it terrible mistake.
Yeah.
Like world.
Yeah. Actually, it's not world as most people say, but I have to say this word as world. Like I said now, word. It's not word.
Yeah.
It's word.
Yeah.
Okay. The idea of the letter R. The problem is most people think it's R, like we say it in Arabic, but actually it's R.
Yeah,
They have to flooding your tongue back. They have to make the tip of your tongue or the first part of your tongue touch the upper part of your mouth.
Yeah, it's the rolling R, isn't it?
Exactly. That we call it rolling R.
The rolling R, like the word sir.
Sir.
I say sir, not sir.
I don't say sir. No.
Yeah, or different. It's not different.
Different.
Yeah, it's the right
Different.
pronunciation. Different.
Different,
Right?
yeah, not different.
Yeah, and four.
And four.
Of course.
And by the way, so there's a big difference, or for the people to not mix the word for as a preposition and the word for as number. Okay? If I'm talking or if I'm using the two words together, I'm gonna say the preposition one as for, not for. I'm gonna say it as for.
Like a U.
Exactly. I'm gonna say it like when I tell you, for example, I need a table for. I wanna say it like for.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm gonna say it like for.
Yeah,
To
there's a huge
differentiate between.
difference.
Yeah. To differentiate between both.
Yeah, great. Yesterday I was walking the street. I heard a girl talking to her friend. She said يلا نروح ناكل بيتزا.
Yeah.
That's a very common mistake, the word pizza, that we hear most of the time.
Yeah, one of the biggest mistake, we make, especially in this word. This word simply, it's pizza. It's not pizza. Number one, I have the first letter is P. It's not B. And please, guys, please, for all listeners who listen to us right now, nothing called B for bin or B for book, because in this case you say both B. Okay, but simply there is something called P with some little air getting out of your mouth, and the other one is B, simply without the air that we talked about. But if you're going,
Or I have to roll my tongue to say the right letter R.
exactly. So I said the first one is P first. I said that the first one is S.
Yeah.
The second one I said it as P.
P.
The third one I said it as R, not R. So it's sport, not sport.
Oh, great, thank you, Sally. Although we talked about that it's not that important to speak like a native speaker, but it's also very important to know how to say words correctly.
Yeah.
How
Even if you can't speak English like native, but you can understand natives easily. Okay?
Yeah.
The idea here is as much as you listen, as much as you learn, as much as you get the idea of having conversations or to communicate with the natives in a right way. Even if I'm not going to speak like them, but I can understand them, even if they say some strange pronunciation for me, something new I couldn't understand, I couldn't handle it. But with improving my listening, I can understand them easily, whatever the accent that they're using. Even if I'm using a normal accent. To improve your listening skills, you have to listen a lot. But okay, this is how to listen. This is the question.
Yeah.
I have to make like a connection between
of course.
reading and listening at the same time.
Great. What if I'm not this kind of person who will love to read a lot? What about the movies? If I want to watch a movie, so I can get a lot of enjoyment out of the movie and learn.
Of course, you have to look. Okay, you have a great chance to learn through watching movies. Also, through listening to some songs.
Yeah.
Like in your car, in the morning transportation, while you're listening to your cell phone.
Yeah. And if I didn't get some of the words of the song, I can Google the lyrics of the song, so
Exactly.
I can.
It's the same idea that instead of like listening to an audiobook, as I told you, you can listen to the song with the lyrics. You can watch the movie or series with the English subtitle.
Great. So songs that lead us to the second break. Let's now go to a quick break with DJ محمد المصري. But before we go, why don't you guys tell us about your dreams? What are your goals? What do you want to achieve in your life? And what are the techniques you do to stay motivated most of the time? I'm still waiting all your comments on our fan page on Facebook /Radio Hayah or on Twitter or Hayah, or using our hashtag All English all the time. So enjoy the next song and don't go away.
علي بيجهز نفسه عشان عنده انترفيو مهم في شركة كبيرة.
Introduce yourself. My name is Ali and I'm 23 years old and from University of Commerce. What? Are you kidding me? kidding? I speak London very best.
بس علي ما يقاسش وقرر انه يروح نيو هورايزونز ياخد انجلش كورسز ويطور نفسه في البيزنس سكيلز ورجع للانترفيو تاني.
Introduce yourself. I am Ali. I'm 23 years old. I graduated from Faculty of Commerce 2011. I love cooking, playing football, traveling.
مع نيو هورايزونز تقدر تتكلم انجلش كويس وتطور البيزنس سكيلز بتاعتك وتشتغل في شركة كبيرة. نيو هورايزونز شارع جهان امام الدفاع المدني.
مجريات ووقائع، أحداث تقع وتتغير في كل لحظة فتغير معها سير الأمور. أسواق أسهم ترتفع وأخرى غيرها تنخفض، أسعار عملات في تغير مستمر، وسباق درامي لا يقف. قرارات حكومية تتخذ ومواقف رسمية تعلن. كل ذلك وأكثر ستجدونه في موجز أخبار راديو حياة كل يوم عند الساعة 8 بتوقيت المنصورة. موجز أخبار راديو حياة، عينك في قلب الحدث.
With you again, Ammar Shashira from All English All the Time podcast, which you're listening to every Wednesday from 6 to 7 from 6 to 7 p.m. Our podcast is brought to you by New Horizons IT Business and English Training Company. So before I move on to the second part of the episode, we will be talking about dreams and how to achieve them, how to plan to your dreams, how to stay motivated. So there is no greater time than now to begin to live your dreams. You can make your dreams come true if you put in the effort and make a reasonable plan. All you have to do is know what you want and take baby steps to be on your path to success. There will be some bumps along the way, but if you learn from your setbacks, you'll be even more likely to get what you've always wanted in the end. Want to know how to make your dreams come true? So the first thing you have to ask yourself this question: am I actively moving toward my goals and dreams every single day? Everybody has dreams and most people have goals. If you want your goals and dreams to become reality, you must move toward them consistently. By nature, we always begin with distance between where we are and where we want to be. Our job is to narrow that distance until it no longer exists. To accomplish that, we need to draw our goals and dreams closer to us, while simultaneously moving toward them. Some people attempt to attract their goals without taking much action. Others choose to act on their goals, but without the added advantage of also drawing those goals to them. Action alone can bring positive results, but it's much faster to combine the two techniques. So for the sake of clarity, let's differentiate between dreams and wishful thinking. In some conversations, the two might be interchangeable. Not so in this case. When I talk about dreams, I'm really talking about highly desirable goals, future realities that we fully intend to realize for our purposes. A dream is something that we are willing to work forward and we are determined to manifest, just like a goal. So what kind of dreams and goals do you have? When you project your thoughts into the future, how do you see things? Do you see a variety of positive changes across the full spectrum of your life? Do you see yourself healthier, wealthier, and wiser? Are you willing to move forward that vision in order to realize it? If so, then this is really a highly desirable goal, and that's exactly the kind of dreams we're talking about today. So first of all, you have to be very clear about what you really want. Before we do anything else, we need to clearly define exactly what our dreams and goals. This is not the time to deal in generalities. You need to be very specific. One of the best ways for you to get really clear is to write down a detailed description of exactly what you want to accomplish. Writing things down requires that you get a well-defined mental image first. The very process of putting your thoughts into words creates clarity. This clarity will help you form a vivid mental image that can carry around with you 24 hours a day. Most of the time, your personal reference to your goals and dreams will be that mental image, but you will also be able to refer back to the written description to help you maintain clarity. One of the most powerful things you can include when writing down your goals and dreams, how they make you feel. The feelings you attach to the things you intend to accomplish are your greatest source of motivation and energy. So be sure to include your feelings in your written description. Think carefully about each aspect of this future reality. How does it make you feel? What emotional anchors resonate with each detail? Write them down. As you read back through your written description, allow yourself to experience those feelings and get emotionally involved in the picture. When you conjure up this mental image of how your life is going to be, fully experience it on an emotional level, this is the true power of having clearly defined goals and dreams and identifying your emotional attachments to them. The second thing is taking an action. Now that you can see and feel your goals and dreams with clarity, it's a time to begin moving toward them. What steps do you need to take to move you closer to realizing these dreams? What sequence do those steps need to be in to produce your intended result? What actions can you take each and every day to keep you moving in the right direction? Once again, writing these things down will produce clarity. It's much easier to take action when you know what actions need to be taken. Reaching your goals means that you need to take the proper actions at the right time. This is a natural sequence that will produce your intended result. Following the right sequence allows events to unfold in a very productive way. Always take time to create an action plan. Not only will it keep you moving in the right direction, but it will also allow you to anticipate what comes next. Of course, we can't anticipate everything, and we need to be willing to make adjustments along the way. That's the beauty of having an action plan. It allows us to be flexible without getting too far off course. So even though we will need to make minor adjustments, a plan keeps us heading in the direction of your dreams until we reach them. Alright, so that's it for now. Let's go to a quick break with DJ Muhammad المصري. I'm still waiting for all your comments on our fan page on Facebook /Radio Hayah or on Twitter or Hayah or using our hashtag All English all the time. Tell us what are your dreams, what you want to achieve in your life, and how can you stay motivated all the time, because it's the second part of the episode. Don't go away.
نفسه عشان عنده انترفيو مهم في شركة كبيرة.
Introduce yourself. My name is Ali and I'm 23 years old and from University of Commerce. What? Are you kidding me? Kidding you, I speak London very best.
بس علي ما يقاسش وقرر انه يروح نيو هورايزونز ياخد انجلش كورسز ويطور نفسه في البيزنس سكيلز ورجع للانترفيو تاني.
Introduce yourself. I am Ali. I'm 23 years old. I graduated from Faculty of Commerce 2011. I love cooking, playing football, traveling.
مع نيو هورايزونز تقدر تتكلم انجلش كويس وتطور البيزنس سكيلز بتاعتك وتشتغل في شركة كبيرة. نيو هورايزونز شارع جهان امام الدفاع المدني.
With you again, Ammar Shashira from All English All the Time podcast, which you're listening to every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. So now, after we talked about how to be clear about what you want to achieve in your life, let's talk how to make a plan for your dream to achieve it. So you have to turn your dream into a burning desire. You will need to turn your dream into a burning desire in your heart. Then turn this burning desire into goals. You then need to turn your burning desire into goals, short goals. You had earlier turned your dream into a burning desire because you believe it can be done and that you can do it. But to actually turn it into a goal, you need to believe that you will do it. This kind of believing is based on your commitment that if it can be done, then you can do it. And that if you can do it, you can do it now. The thing about goals is that they are time sensitive. So adding a time frame helps you to accept the fact that you are committed to doing it. So after turning burning desires into short-term goals, you have to plan for them. Create a strategic plan of action. You will need to create a strategy for the accomplishment of your goals. This strategy is usually called a plan or a plan of action. After that, you have to take an action immediately. Once you've turned your goals into a plan of action, you need to take action and utilize every opportunity that will come your way. It's time to stop making excuses. Because achievers are dreamers and they also doers. Take small steps and you will find that one step leads to another, then to the next. Setting short-term goals, divide your main goal into subdivisions and set time periods for achieving each of the items on the list. Then you have to review your progress regularly as you start on the path to making your dreams come true. It's important to have a sense of what you are accomplishing. Though Rome wasn't built in a day and you may not be progressing as quickly as you wanted, you should look out for as you develop your own personal progress report. If you have achieved your goals for that time period, or if you still have a desire to follow your dream, or if you have deviated from the path toward fulfilling your goal. How can you do that? It's really just a matter of perspective. Up until now, you've been projecting yourself into this vision that exists in the future, but let's reverse that. Instead of projecting yourself into a future reality, allow yourself to receive that reality in the present tense. See yourself as stationary and your goals and dreams are moving toward you, and then let them surround and engulf you. Wrap yourself up in them like a giant blanket. Feel the joy of receiving that vision Imagine how wonderful it feels to have that reality of that vision totally permeate your life right now. Feel your dreams realized in the here and now. For example, if part of your dreams was a beautiful new home, don't see it from the outside. See yourself in the middle of the beautiful dream house. See yourself living there, going about your daily activities, feeling completely at home and comfortable. See yourself and imagine yourself as a full participant, not as a spectator. So that's it for the dreams and how to stay motivated and how to visualize your dream. We received some comments from our fans on Facebook. We received a comment from آلاء عوض. She's saying that الإنجليزي عندي بعافية شوية 2-13 بس عندي فضول أتابعك دايما عمار. إلقائك جميل جدا بالتوفيق والأغاني جميلة يا مصر والإعداد أجمل. شكرا علاء. شكرا آلاء على الكومنت بتاعك. Another comment we received is from أحمد ضيف. He said my dream is rolling the world and ending the wars. Oh, peace. Yeah, that's what you're saying أحمد ضيف, is to have peace with all the people in the world. Dunya Karim, love the idea of the program, wish you all the best. I actually trying to improve my skills in phonetics and pronunciation. I'm listening to you and trying to learn, but what should I do else? As we mentioned earlier, Dunya, with Muhammad al-Asili, he said that you have to increase your listening skills, you have to listen to songs, watch English movies with English subtitle, listen to our podcast. You're going to get a lot of benefit out of it, and keep moving forward. Moon Muhammad, she said one of my dreams is to be a reporter, and I reached it. Alhamdulillah. My advice to our listeners is to know their skills well and always try to improve them. Bravo Ammar, Fatma, Masri, keep on guys. Thank you very much Shomnaya, I really appreciate those words. Dunya Karim, my dream is to be a minister. Yeah, you are ambitious Dunya, and you can do it someday. And when you reach your dream, we're going to have you as a guest with us on Radio Haya. Would you? Amr Al-Gali, it's an amazing podcast. Thank you very much Amr. Rana Ibrahim, I dream of opening a large enterprise, integrated children. Yeah, Rana, your dream is very ambitious and you're going to reach it inshallah one day. So before we move on to the final part of our podcast, which will be a recorded report with Dr. Muhammad Al-Fayoumi, he's going to tell us his success story. Let's go now to a quick break with DJ Muhammad Al-Masri. I'm still waiting for all your comments on our fan page on Facebook/Radio Haya or on Twitter or Haya, or using our hashtag all English all the time. So enjoy the next track and don't go away.
علي بيجهز نفسه عشان عنده انترفيو مهم في شركة كبيرة.
Introduce yourself. My name is Ali and I'm 23 years old and from University of Commerce. What? Are you kidding me? Kidding me, I speak London very best.
بس علي ما يقاسش وقرر انه يروح نيو هورايزونز ياخد انجلش كورسز ويطور نفسه في البيزنس سكيلز ورجع للانترفيو تاني.
Introduce yourself. I am Ali. I'm 23 years old. I graduated from Faculty of Commerce 2011. I love cooking, playing football, traveling.
مع نيو هورايزونز تقدر تتكلم انجلش كويس وتطور البيزنس سكيلز بتاعتك وتشتغل في شركة كبيرة. نيو هورايزونز، شارع جهان امام الدفاع المدني.
With you again, Ammar Shanshira from All English All the Time podcast, which you're listening to every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. So this is the final part of our episode. We're going to listen to a recorded audio for Dr. Muhammad Fayoumi. He's going to tell us his domain right now, his current position, his certification, his experience, and his career path, and the career break that he made from medicine to healthcare quality. And he will be talking about dreams and how did he visualize his dream. But before we listen to this, to the audio, we received 2 comments. The first one is from Ala Awad. She said, my dream in the life being a holiday. Yeah, we all want a holiday. Ala, really, we need it very much. Second comment we received from Mustafa Salah. He said, my dream is to be fluent in English as Mr. Al-Asili. Love you all. Allah bless you. Thank you, Mustafa. One day you're going to achieve your dream, and don't forget us. The final comment we received is from Ahmad. I've just finished my military service and I need a job. So this is your dream right now, Ghufran. I hope you get a job as soon as possible. Work on yourself. And let's now listen to our recorded audio for Mr. Dr. Mahmoud Fayoumi.
This is Muhammad Al-Fayoumi, a physician, a quality consultant, and as I like to describe myself, a healthcare system physician. Today I was asked to talk about personal dreams and how to achieve them. But let me first introduce myself. I'm a graduate from Cairo University School of Medicine in 2005. I have a postgraduate diploma in Total Quality Management. I am certified as professional in healthcare quality. I have a Master of Business Administration, a PhD in Business Administration, and I am board certified for patient safety. And I am a Lean Six Sigma Black Belt, which is an improvement methodology to improve performance. Also, I'm an assessor in the European Foundation of Quality Management. I work in Saudi Arabia for 6 years now. I worked in Saudi Ministry of Health, Saudi Ministry of Defense, and Royal Commission Health Services Program. I am also international speaker in many events like American Society of Quality Middle East Conference in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. I was a speaker also in an Institute of Healthcare Improvement Forum in Doha, Qatar. A speaker in public health conferences in Cairo University, and a speaker also in second Saudi Ministry of Health Forum for Medical Assistance Service in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Then let me talk about my dream. I graduated from Cairo University School of Medicine in 2005, as I mentioned earlier. Then I started practicing medicine. Throughout my practice, I realized that the healthcare system itself is ill. Yes, it is ill. It is only by chance that our patients are getting out of our hospital without complication. Do you think I'm exaggerating? Just have a look on the numbers of healthcare system victims in USA. So I got demotivated and I lost passion until I found my dream, the healthcare quality science. To be a physician who cures the healthcare system itself and to render a safer care instead of treating patients. At this time I was working as a resident in bone marrow transplantation unit in Emmanuel University Hospital. It is a very rare specialty and a well-recognized organization. But as I said, I was really demotivated. I used to wake up every morning asking myself what I'm doing here. Everybody, even my own family, thought I'm crazy to leave this position and to abandon my stethoscope and to start a new career after 3 years from graduation. But I pursued my dream. I was visualizing it, and I applied what I learned about setting goals and making strategies to achieve them. I resigned from my job and started to seek a place where I can apply what I studied. After 2 months, I found a place and a mentor as well, Dr. Ahmed al-Gamal, who taught me a lot and believed in me. Till now, I am still learning from him. And now, after 6 years, I can say that I found my passion and turned it into everyday practice. For me, quality is a really lifestyle, not only a job. And I'll tell you a story to prove it. Back in 2010, I was working on an improvement project using a Japanese methodology named Lean. I used my beloved wife to practice my lectures in front of her, and she was encouraged to apply that methodology in the kitchen, with my assistance, of course. And believe it or not, after 1 month, I started having lunch at 2 p.m. instead of 5 p.m. It's a great improvement for me. And she saved a lot of time in making our food in this kitchen after improvement. The idea from whole story that if you want to achieve your dreams, you need to set them high